What's going on, Yellow Jacket Nation? This is I be balling back with you, bringing this defensive breakdown of UNC. Kind of go over what I saw and trying to unsolve this mystery of who is this Georgia Tech defense that we've been seeing over the past month, the first quarter of this season for us. To be honest, nothing really has changed. The biggest difference I've seen so and not much cushion per se, but approach really hasn't changed. Better effort. I just saying, we've been doing a lot of things really good. Um, but let's go through it, and maybe we'll find some more things. Um, I thought our secondary did a hell of a job tackling and run support this week, especially AJ Gray. Kudos to him. Um, a lot of opportunity to improve though as the schedule progresses. So, um, like those ints, got to get those a little better fits on certain runs or certain plays. But I'll show you as we go through this. So, first play, and we'll try to look at each level. Maybe not every play, but so we're in our nickel. Got our guys bailing. Got him coming down in the box. So that's usually a good sign for cover three. Let's look at the line of scrimmage. Pretty much a stalemate up top. Linebackers engaged. So we got a free rusher right here. So he's in position for the cutback. So something we haven't seen much. Watch this. This is how they teach you this textbook right here. Get in his pads, bench press him, and get off. So minimal gain. All right. We got a gun strong look. Trips up top. Like I told you, gun strong, 90% pass. So it'll be some kind of route combination with the tight end. Try to pick one of these guys off. Try to have them run the hump, as they call it. So now we're going to a gun weak. Four receivers to one side. Try to flood one side of the field. It's a great job. He set the edge and got outside of him. Good job. You like him to keep the outside arm free so he can. Um, Throughout this game, um, one of the things we tried to do was, I noticed it was attack North Carolina's pass protection. Um, from what I saw, they typically what we do call slide protection. They slide the line, these four guys, to the field, so everybody kind of fans out. If you, I guess, think one of those geisha girls fans, it kind of looks like that. It should look like that, and the tackle will be one on one. So what we try to do, a lot of our blitzes was through this B gap, this weak side B gap, to try to isolate that tackle and try to get a favorable matchup with this running back blocking us. So, and we got it right here. It looked like Keyshawn and this guy, he's trying to slide inside. He's going to go to the outside shoulder. If Brant came around faster, wrapped around, he's a free rusher right here. So I'm not sure if he's actually spying or he's really adding to the blitz. So, but we got man to man down bottom with him, the safety, what I like to call trapping or robbing. Same difference, but he's looking for any curls, anything coming across the middle, and let's see, ID tackles couldn't get there, so you can't get there. What you do? You get your hands up, batted ball, and we off the field. Great series by our defense. You know, I remember at one point we thought third and short was just an afterthought, just go ahead and turn the chains into change everything to first down because we didn't have much confidence. But these guys have shown and improved that they can get the job done. So, all right, let's get to drive number two. They went from gun weak, a typical run, to gun strong to 90% pass. And it's a great job, the safety getting over top to break this up. Even though the tight end didn't do too much to help, quote unquote, I guess, pick him, didn't ran his route directly to him. But good job nonetheless. Skip a play? Guess so. Oh well, I guess it was a loss. So let's go to third down. Sorry guys. Third and 14. Antonio's lined up very wide. We call this gun weak also. Trips to the top. Got matching up down at the bottom. Okay. Let's watch the D line. This is something I noticed. Pretty cool right here to give our best pass rusher an opportunity to go one on one. Watch what these three guys do. They actually angle towards the field or slant to the field to force this guard to slide over with them. He didn't help Chip, so I guess he didn't respect our pass rush. He just went out immediately on the route, which left Antonio one on one. So I thought this was a little cool wrinkle. Maybe I maybe never paid attention to it, but I don't think I ever seen that before um, with us. So as a good job right there, and good scheme by Coach Ruth to get our best pass rush in a one-on-one situation. Let's see this get off. That dip and rip. Prototypical speed rush right there. All right, let's get to this third drive. All right, still on our nickel. Got a little disguise going on. Watch him run down. So like we might be a man down at the bottom. Kind of weird coverage. Let's look at our linebacker in coverage. Feet work kind of sloppy. Like saying he responsible for number two zoning off him or man coverage off of him. So you see his hips locked to the field. He has his butt parallel with the facing the sideline, which shouldn't be the case. But nonetheless, short game. All right, and North Carolina really stretching us out. They got these guys way out here, which forces us to declare our box. We have put in who's our linebacker, middle linebacker, who's responsible for number three in pass coverage. When we just simple base, there's no blitzing. responsible for the number three receiver onto the strong side. So he has to come play in between here and cover a lot of space. So what that does, it either forces us to roll that safety down, or they will have hat for a hat, five guys for five blockers for five guys. So this is something we may see in the future from other teams, and that I'm pretty sure that's what he checking to in his RPO game. Okay, and what they do, they run something to the weak side, especially seeing. I don't know if AJ showed anything. I would assume with him not coming over to the ball, this gives him an idea that the safety is not going to rock down to make a box to that'll be formidable to run on. So with him not rocking over, kind of gives the play away. So with him bailing out and them doing this weak side run, there's a hat for a hat. But what we there's a good job by is Vic taking on his block. I know, the day of the smaller linebackers. We were taught, hey, if you can't make a play, I mean, one of the ways to make a play or defeat a block, don't really want to give yourself up like that, is to cut this guy down, make a pile, and kind of either force this running back to the block to go into him or force him to bounce it outside. We got to do something to constrict this gap, and that's what Vic does. And essentially, with him blowing this guy up, it forces the running back to stumble and give our secondary and run support guy time to come to the ball. But yeah, they got us slipping right there, but no problem. All right. Oh man, you remember we used to complain about, our D line too small to get pushed off the ball. When teams play power football with us, watch this. Let's watch KCG take this double team right here and him get penetration upfield. He defeat that down block of the left guard. Let's watch Brent fill this hole. There's no movement. All our guys are right here. And as a weak side linebacker myself, I used to love plays like this, especially when you can be free. When this guy pulls and he does what he does, get penetration, and this backside guard cannot get over top, there leaves a crease right here. You can just shoot your gun and make tackles, easy tackles like that. Can't draw it up any better. It's a great job defense. So everything wasn't predicated on playing a bad offense. We actually made plays as this game went on, and throughout the whole season, we've been making plays. Leave a lot of plays on the field, but nonetheless, still making plays. So great job defense. All right, drive number 4. All right, this is with gap integrity. All right, so this guy, the shade one technique, actually crosses the face almost like slants towards the tight end, leaving two gaps open right here. Unless this end, let me see what the end does. He goes inside. So yeah, we got like a little slant going on to the tight end, or when it is you're moving towards the strong side, it's called an angle. So we got an angle going on. And what it does is, once again, with the good job that is occupying blocks up front, we have a free man right here. And he's in the hole with the ball carrier. And one of the few missed tackles that you'll see today, but this should be um, tackle for no gain, maybe 1 yard, since we want to be generous today. But it goes for what, 4, 5. So no, they say 3. So still they're still behind the chains, but that's something that could have been 2nd and 10, 2nd 11 maybe. Should be no more than 2nd and 9. I already got split backs. When you see split backs, through the week, you try to identify who's the runner of the two and who's the passer. I'm pretty sure they determined number 8 was the true running back in the split back set. So you set everything to number 8. All right, something I want to point out. I remember seeing. All right, him going in motion essentially puts now basically turn this into trips. And as I told you, this guy in pass coverage is responsible for number 3. Let's kind of go back. Let's look at the box before I kind of jump ahead. Let's look at the box. This is where it come in key, knowing your defense and knowing alignment and what everybody does doing on the field. We have 4, 4, and if you want to count him in the box, not so. Essentially, we have 8 in the box. If he pushes out like he should, just and I want to say push out, just slide to the left a little bit. All gaps still accounted for. He's playing the QB draw. These guys are still here. We still have more hats, more defenders than they have blockers. So what would you like him to do is slide to the left. So now with him taking his false step towards the pulling guards, what happened is they have a hat for a hat. And I know I brought this up in the chat, in-game chat, that I would like the nickel to force very hard. And what I mean by force is I want him to come with his inside shoulder and attack that outside shoulder, keeping his outside arm free, and try very hard. Instead of engaging this guy, try very hard to force this ball back inside to these people. So overall, alignment could have been better on that play, but that's just something we can focus on. But like I said, knowing the defense, and knowing where you help and knowing where everyone is aligned um, is very key. So we got a gun strong look with a little H back action right here, still in our nickel. And you'll notice throughout the game, since we know that North Carolina is a slide protection team, if we see anything that even considerable, considering be a what we'll call a pass play. Sorry, I couldn't get it out. We brought a lot of weak side pressure because with them sliding out that one-on-one action over here, um, or if they tend to slide everything to the field, even the tackle, that corner becomes very short, or there's a big gap right here for us to run through. So we're bringing great from the outside. And look, we're still this guy looking. He's still coming to the strong side. He's still slanting to the strong side. Uh, Something I right here got a guy got down, so he got kind of lost in the play. But yeah, like our linebackers too got a little lost, but nonetheless, moderate game, not much. Back to our gun weak look. All right, I want you to keep this play in mind because they ran this play two more times after that, and this is one time that I don't think we played it as good as we could have. All right, so once again, knowing your quarterback, we know he's an athletic quarterback, and we know he can run the read option well. So on the RPOs, is it puts this guy right here, well, it puts your linebackers in general in a bind with this action right here, the zone action. It sucks our guys up. Our corner, he's expecting inside help, so that's why he is pretty much giving us easy free release inside, playing off, playing cover two, cover three. I'm sorry. What I would like, there's no threat to his side, meaning um, he look like he has his eyes in the backfield. There's no receiver coming out here to make him think that okay, he need to get in a deep third because there's another threat. Once he sees, and it's still hard because he's responsible for the deep third. You don't want him biting on stuff and leave himself susceptible to a double move or. But you say all that to say that the Sutton's motion brought both those guys up, and he could have squeezed the route, closed down some of the space between him and the defender. But you'll see, we played this a lot better um, in the next coming plays. I think they might try to run it again the next time. They're running the hurry up, having issues getting lined up. So we bring a weak side pressure again. And this is a sorry excuse for a chop. Our linebacker cannot get knocked down. Got to use his hands. It should give you guys an understanding that we don't go against our offense as many expect, because if we did, we'd just beat this chop no problem, right? But some confusion with North Carolina, so he just run pretty much lead play. Great job by Antonio defeating the block and falling back inside to make the tackle. All right, same play. It's RPO action. And we may just be in man coverage, but look, doesn't based on him, doesn't look the same. He squeezed his route now. Now it's forcing him to hold the ball. We still got our quarterback contained guy. And also he's a little bit better in the passing lane. So everything seemed to work out. And watch this. Bam. Great open field tackling by AJ. I want to say our DBs maybe missed one, no more than three tackles this whole game. And that's great. Absolutely great in run support. Those guys come up, play play in the trenches, play, in the where it get a little nasty at sometimes. All right, back in a little gun weak look. Let's see. Let's see what he sees. They got five. Consider him a block of six. 6 on 6. Do he see any movement? He see the safety coming down, or he see a staggered safety. So he might think he's coming down. So 7. So will he pass? Yes, he will. Got man coverage. It's great coverage right here. Go to the other angle. You see Lance get his hands on the ball the last second and knock it out. Great defense. Drive number 5. Nickel look in. Got trips up top. Once again, they're spacing us out. Not as much as last time. Got a guy on the hash so he can still be effective and run support. He's responsible for this B gap right here. All right. Teach a moment. Teach a moment. You can count to 3. You can play for me. Knowing who you're responsible for, who you need to have your eyes on, will put you in position to make a lot of plays. When people say football is 70 to 80% mental, it is, because once you're mental down pat, you can be in position to be physical. Let's take a look at Vic right now. In this coverage, Vic is responsible for number 2. Number 2 to his side is currently the running back. Let's watch this play unfold. I want you to see where the running back goes and where does Vic open his hips. The running back goes to the field. He opened his hip to the number 1. If he opens his hips to the direction his responsibility is going, that will bring him to the middle of the field. If you put him in the middle of the field, what happens? He's closer to, he can make a play on this draw right here. So with him doing opening his hips to the wrong side, um, essentially puts himself out of position. Once again, great job by our secondary making a tackle in the open field. But just small things like that is critical for us to be successful. Same thing, and he does it right this time. Yeah, wow, North Carolina been cutting a lot because there's no way you can run a screen pass with guys up on their feet because he would get down and bat this ball down every time or pick it off. All right, let's see how well we play it this time. Let's see what our nickel guy does. Does he engage or does he beat the block? He defeats the block. Look. Now we need our guys. Where everybody at? Where is everybody? We need him screaming here, here, here. This should be a vice right here. Once he coming up, we should have somebody right here on this inside leg. You got the outside leg of the running back taking off, cutting back. So great job by the nickel. Now we need the pursuit to be there as well. All right, same thing. Let's see. See, he followed him that time. So good job by Vic this time, getting himself to the middle of the field. Great job by Lawrence. When they say football's a game of inches, watch this pass and see how. Was it this one? Maybe the next one. All right. Trips up top, same formation. Let's watch Vic again. Run back across his face. What he does, take a step to the right. He should, when that happens, he shouldn't cross his hash. He should be on the hash, but more likely in the middle of the field. But since he didn't get too far over this time, he was still able to get in position to make a play. I also like how linemen to do a little better job in kind of reading that. Once again, we run this blitz again. Weak side pressure to the B gap with North Carolina slot protection. So we're putting this running back in a bind, this running back tackle combo in a bind. I'm confused right here. I'm not sure if he's kind of spying, waiting, don't want him to get out to run, or is he actually part of the blitz? Because if he's actually part of the blitz, um, and if he hit this, I guess behind him, he should have a sack because he's a free rusher. Nobody's accounting for him. And Vic did what he did because Vic's supposed to go inside his running back and kind of either beat him or, but for the most part, occupy him. Because if he goes inside, the guard will have to help. And this guy is the free rapper. Good coverage, but completed pass. So I'm not sure right there what's going on. Where he's, I guess, hesitating. It looks like he's delaying, but he's spying also. We can't get lined up. Guys looking for the play, but we get bailed out by a bad throw. That formation again. We've showed trips with the running back to that side. That strong gun strong look. It's been swing pass majority of the time, and swing pass again. And like I said, he did a great job last time. You don't want him engaging that tight end because that's a lose. That's a loss. That's a lose-lose situation for him. You want him forcing hard, using his speed to get outside. I guess somebody spoke with it. Watch this. Running back goes across. Where he goes. Oh, it's the one that blitz. See what that slide protection does. See the guard when to help him with him coming in hard. This is a great job by Henri going in hard, taking his tackle with him, and making a short corner for the a short corner for the corner to make the sack. So that's great team ball, great coordinate synchronization, great coordination on the blitz. This guy occupied two blockers. So if I had my way, I'll give him a half a sack just for that. Oh, this is one I was talking about. When they say football a game of inches, look at this. He read this all the way, and look how close he's away from the ball. Inches from possibly picking it off, making a play. I'm gonna go to the wide angle because I want you guys to see this. He's playing safety for a reason, and we see why. Look, you can't play this any better. He playing the deep third in between 2 and 3, staying deepest of the deepest. He read this perfectly. Look at his hands. If his palms are out facing the ball, this is he's dancing. He's about to hit his head on the goalpost. He's cheering with the student section. But look how he tried to catch this ball. He literally tried to catch this in the instead of palms out like a receiver, hands together, palms out. He tried to catch this literally in the bend of his elbow where he has this massive brace on, and the ball just pops out. All right. So we got a double look, balanced look. And once again, we got, like I said, this tight end right here. He's having his way. I I would like saying you gotta use your speed right there. You gotta try to get that arm loose, that outside arm loose. But nonetheless, our safety is coming down screaming. He has to stay on the inside leg though of the running back. He cannot over pursue this, or this what happened. But good thing we got guys not giving up on the play and rallying to the ball, and it's still a no gain. We got a little confusion going on right here. He's sliding over, but he's not. So we got essentially almost like two guys in the same gap. Got a little slant going on with the D line. Now this time they're slanting away from the strength. So that's it may be the reason why he slid over. Because now he's the gap he was responsible for, which was this B gap right here, is now he's one gap or A gap. I'm sorry, he's now one gap over to a B gap. So that's why the linebacker slid over, and the Mike he's still out technically in position to get to the outside. So let's see this penetration, penetration, penetration. We got a TFL right here by Glanton, but one of our few missed tackles right here. So we played this very well. I don't know. I'm not sure if Gray tripped over Branch feet. It looks like that may be the case because he was in position to just kind of hit the deck. But great pursuit. Just got to finish right there. Got these guys slanting again. Look like he's dancing. Like I'm not sure what exactly he's doing, but we force pressure. And like I said, I'm not sure what his responsibility is. Is he spying? I would assume Brent is spying. He's been spying the whole game. Way he is kind of coming towards the blitz. So we would like for him to come and fill this hole right here. But nonetheless, a good job. And Corey almost had another interception, falling back in. Also, stop it, ESPN. This probably like the dumbest thing I ever seen. I mean, if you want to watch boring football, go turn on some of those teams like um, Kentucky um, or Tennessee. Or matter of fact, I mean, you want to watch some bad offenses, boring, monotonous. But I digress. Okay, sudden change. Our defense is back on the field after we fumbled on offense, and what we do. Look at the guys. Look like you're saying diamond, 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 diamond. So obviously we seen something. We got an alert the coaches put something in during the week saying, hey, when you see this diamond formation, we're going to play these calls right here. Look at everybody. Look at the back half. We go from Corey being in the center of the field, now playing 2 by like splitting the field. And AJ come undercut this over route. Yeah, and this tight split right here is a good indicator. Either he's trying to use the sideline space or he's going to do an over route. So, and he does the over route. And I want to show you something else cool also. This guy's a blitzing. When he see the running back coming out for a route instead of to block him, what he does, he retreats. So we've witnessed this play before. That's a great job knowing what's going on, eyes in the right place. Go to a wider look so you can see from my guy uh, who asked for the wider angle. He's right here, pretty much on the hash, and he see this inside breaking route. He see this quarters coverage, and what he does, he just drive. He makes a play. I'm driving. The deep crosser. He drives on this ball. Big time players show up in big time games and make big time plays. Great job. All right. So gun strong look, trips to the up top. Um, you notice this time, even though the splits are very wide, Brant has cut his down. He last time he was out here splitting the difference on here in the hash, leaving us a box that so they could run on. But now he's pretty much 2 yards on the outside, and excuse me, still in position to make a play on the run. So I would still count this as 5-on-6, and you also have the safety staggered. So essentially 7-on-5. Do a good job. Look, everybody's alert. Diamond, 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 diamond. Uh-oh, somebody didn't field this correctly. All right. I'm gonna go on a glance, go on a um, take a wild guess and say that Vic did not fit this right. He should take this on with his inside shoulder and force him out to this force player right here, and have him. Brant should go over top of the block, but he goes underneath and make a play, slows him down at least. But so not a good sort of run fit right there by a linebacker. Alert again, diamond, diamond. Try to run the same play. False start. And we did a blitz into the to the protection. Cause they use slide to the what's the name? Slide to the field. Now it's more of a what we call a 50 protection. Instead of him, he's scanning for A gaps instead of backside B. So kind of we guessed wrong right there, right there. All right, let's see what our middle linebacker does. You can count if you can count to three, you can play with for me. So check this out. So where's number three at? Got one down here, two, three. Three is on the weak side. So where three first step at? To the right. And you see how let's look at the progressions. He crosses over. So now the running back, is now number two. He is number three. The linebacker should be down the hash. So it's bad zone coverage right there, and we miss another interception. So like things like this has to be cleaned up. Like this is 15, 20 yard, maybe more. Like there's something we have to get down pat. We can't lose people in coverage. See, just imagine right in this wide angle, this is a perfect angle. If he opens up and he gets his eyes on him, the quarterback's throwing the ball to him. And once again, Corey tried to catch his ball in the bend of his elbow. Swing pass again. Our guy comes inside this time, but a great job by Brant. And this what happened when you come inside. He's coming to vice the ball. So now you have two people on the inside leg with a running back. And that's a no. And he gets upfield. So there's a ME on the nickel back. Gun strong, still a nickel. Blitz up the middle. Job. Trips up top. Yeah, and we dramatically cut our split down, our spacing down. And this is what kind of happens right here. That's too much grass for him to cover to get that little hitch route. So you got to, I guess, pick your poison. And to be honest, I may be more inclined to do what we're doing now. Uh, hope that let these quarterbacks show you they can make that throw to the wide side of the field instead of getting gashed up the middle for 10, 20 yards for a touchdown. So, all right, now North Carolina line is getting a little push, a little penetration, getting a nice double team right here. Once again, great tackle by look. He defeats the block of the wide receiver. Comes over top, makes the shoestring tackle. And once again, getting penetration again by Kyle, but he misses the tackle. Also, let's see, everyone's down blocking, so I'm not sure what exactly unless he's responsible for he's quarterback on the read option. That's what I'm assuming. We got an end right here also. So instead of stepping left, if he step right and get over top, he will be here to make that tackle. So um, another bad fit by our defense this time. See, he's doing better also, staying out in the middle of the field. Got a screen, and Kyle recognizes it, get upfield just a bit. But we stop him for the. Yeah. All right. The Twins. The linebacker lined up outside here. Yeah, you can't have that happen. You can't, have outside leverage and try to jump back inside because this is what happened. Now the whole side, he has the sideline. So another bad fit here by got to play within the defense. I believe it's going to be our last drive also. Look at the RPO again. Remember the first play? It was an easy completion. The next time it was a nice open field tackle by Gray. Watch this. Same coverage. You give him that easy release, but he's playing the curl and waiting for this. Well, all right, Yellow Jacket Nation. Thanks for letting me. I enjoyed doing this. I hope you enjoy it. So until next time, I'll see you guys. Hopefully in 2 weeks. So I'll be balling, and I hope you learned a lot today and see that we are improving. We're making some great strides on becoming a great defense, but still, like I said, a lot of room for improvement. So hopefully we make those improvements in the next 2 weeks, and let's go beat Miami. All right, take care, guys.